DayZ Zombies. They're not dead. The infected in DayZ are still biologically alive, just warped by a viral outbreak that turns them into relentless predators. Unlike traditional zombies, these sprint at full speed, climb fences, and slam through doors with unbroken determination. Their breath rasps, their eyes bulge wide, and their growls become guttural when they find prey. Where the virus came from is unclear, but whatever happened, it left no time for any nation to respond. Noise is death here. Gunshots, footsteps, even a flashlight flicker can pull them in. They track by sound and line of sight. If they lose you, they'll search the last seen area for nearly a minute before wandering, but recent AI upgrades made them deadlier. They break formation, flank, and chase across buildings like hunters. If you're not careful, they'll follow you across towns, upstairs, through walls. Every careless move risks alerting a horde, and they don't despawn. What you provoke, you must finish. Civilians wear rags, riot types soak bullets, soldiers in hazmat suits shrug off shots. Even crawlers wait beneath grass, gnawing legs as you pass. Fighting smart matters. Silent 22 rounds may bounce off helmets, but melee drains you. Every shot echoes. A single scream can snowball into a catastrophe. DayZ doesn't rely on jump scares, it lets you create them. Mistakes stack, sound draws punishment, and your own chaos is what gets you killed. Red Dead Redemption, Undead, Nightmare. Here, one night, the frontier breaks. The dead crawl from graves, animals howl like men, and the skies blacken without warning. John Marston rides home to find his family infected, and with no explanation, no cure, he sets off across New Austin and Nuevo Paraíso seeking answers. He finds an old Aztec mask stolen from a crypt, now cursing the land and twisting nature. The infection spreads like wildfire, and bullets no longer guarantee peace. Zombies rise in waves. The slow ones soak damage, only falling to headshots. But worse, roam the plains. Mutated vultures leap fences. Hulking brutes crash through walls. Bile-spitting freaks melt flesh with every burst. Defeating these monstrosities earns body parts, tongues, eyes, and organs, ammo for a makeshift blunderbuss that shreds crowds at close range. Even the beasts are cursed. Zombie bears ignore pain. Cougars refuse to stay down. Clear a town and you've bought hours, not safety. Fail to light holy fires or bless the ground, and they return after dark. Marston rides between ghost towns and ruins where bullets are scarce and every survivor might already be bitten. In the end, he restores the mask and the land slowly heals. His family returns, though something dark lingers still. Legends say a lone cowboy once rode a pale horse into apocalypse and lived, leaving only silence and sunrise behind. High School of the Dead Zombies. It started without a name, no warning, no origin, just panic. People fall, seize, die, then stand back up. The living call them them. Transmission is instant. A scratch, a bite, even a droplet of infected saliva turns anyone into a monster. Victims convulse, collapse, and reanimate in under a minute. Their skin grays, eyes bleach white, but their bodies remain disturbingly alive. They don't bleed out, don't register pain. Bones crack, but they keep moving. They're almost blind, but their hearing is hypersensitive. Whisper too loud or drop a phone and they'll come running. Survivors weaponize sound, alarms, sirens, loudspeakers to draw them away. But once they get close, smell takes over. Even if you hide and stay quiet, they'll still find you if you stink of sweat and fear. Individually, they're slow, clumsy, but in numbers, hallways, stairwells, bridges become slaughter zones. Kill one and blood spray risks turning you two. Most survivors fight with bats, spears, tools, whatever's around. Every encounter is lethal. A single slip can mean infection. Military lines collapse. Government broadcasts fade. Society shatters in a day. And in the wreckage, a few students and one nurse cling to survival. School walls offer no real safety. Only movement, planning, and sheer luck keep them breathing. But as the days drag on, fear doesn't go away. It changes. Into numbness, into instinct, into something not quite human anymore. Z-Nation Zombies. The ZN1 virus kills fast, then reboots just enough brain function to make the dead move, hunt, and never stop. New zombies sprint, climb, and follow sound and scent. As they decay, they slow into shamblers, but never tire. Noise draws them in droves. Unburied corpses attract tsunamis, massive migrating hordes. At the center is Murphy, a vaccine test subject who survives the infection. He mutates, gains the power to control zombies, and becomes a walking cure, or a threat. The virus mutates too. Radiation births exploding blasters. Plants fuse with corpses to create vine-covered killers. Later, talkers emerge, undead who still think, speak, and feel. Now, mercy becomes murder. Some zombies remember who they were. Animals aren't spared either. Bears and wolves turn, and Murphy's bite spreads his strange immunity, creating blue-skinned followers who worship him and see the living as enemies. In Z-Nation, chaos evolves, alliances shift, zombies grow smarter, and one wrong choice can turn hope into horror. Stage of Decay, Zombies. The Zeds in State of Decay aren't truly dead. They're infected, bodies hijacked by a fast-acting virus that kills, then reanimates its hosts. Fresh Zeds twitch and sprint, breaking through windows and doors with feral rage. Loud sounds draw them from blocks away, and they never tire. One misstep can trigger a relentless chase. But the virus evolves. Freaks appear, twisted mutations born from decay. Screamers stun survivors. Bloaters explode into choking gas. Ferals rip with brutal speed. Juggernauts? They crush cars and shrug off bullets. Some even wear armor from their past lives. And plague variants glow red, spreading infection with a single touch. That infection, the blood plague, defines the threat. Survive an attack and the timer starts ticking. Wait too long and you'll turn, unless your friends put you down. Worse, plague hearts anchor these monsters. Destroying one floods the area with enraged Zeds and deadly gas. Stealth and tactics are key. Suppressors help, but the wrong weapon or noise brings death. No scaling here, only smart planning, upgraded gear, and teamwork will keep your community alive. Cabinary of the Iron Fortress Zombies. In Hinamoto, a strange virus turns people into Cabinary, undead with glowing hearts encased in iron-like cages. They feel no pain, never bleed out, and rush through samurai armor like paper. Most weapons fail. Only a direct shot to the heart or full decapitation kills them, both hard to pull off when they charge at full speed. Survivors rely on steam-powered trains and piercing rifles using heated tungsten rounds. But every stop is a risk. One breach and an entire crowd turns in seconds. As the virus spreads, it spawns hybrids, Cabinary, infected who fight the virus using willpower, bloodletting, and mechanical restraints. These warriors, like Ikoma and Mume, gain superhuman speed but wrestle constant bloodlust. Later, Cabana mutate again, forming massive hive creatures called Black Smoke, living fortresses of death. Each evolution forces humanity to invent faster trains, stronger weapons, and make darker choices in their fight to stay alive. Blackwing virus zombies. In the galaxy's darkest corners, the Blackwing virus was the Empire's bid to cheat death. Born from forbidden Sith rituals, cloning science, and the rare Murakami orchid, the pathogen was crafted to revive dead tissue. Instead, it became an unstoppable death plague. Victims die fast, then rise as savage undead with no will, only hunger. First unleashed aboard the Purge, it also infected a Sith academy centuries before, showing its horror through time. Blackwing disables the brain, then reboots the nervous system using Sith-spliced proteins. Stormtroopers, Wookiees, even modified beasts like Rancors return, dead but moving. Heads roll, but limbs crawl. Headshots fail if the stem's intact, and airborne spores make matters worse. Just breathing near a corpse risks infection. On ships, it's a massacre. One death leads to dozens. Dead crewmates shoot guns, open doors, operate gear, and hunt like soldiers again. They swarm via scent and sound, even build up their own dead to breach barriers. That's how the Purge corrupted a whole Star Destroyer. One call for help started it all. The virus infects all species. There's no cure. Once loose, a single body could end a planet. Destruction is the only answer. No salvage, no survivors, no records. But secrets don't stay buried. Pieces of Project Blackwing survive. Orchids, files, sealed vials, surfacing in vaults, auctions, black sites. And each time they do, the nightmare almost begins again. Dead rail zombies. In 1899's haunted frontier, the world runs on rails and blood. A savage infection sweeps across America, turning corpses into wild, frenzied predators. Survivors take to armored trains, rolling strongholds that cut through ruined towns and collapsing outposts. The infected still live, in a way. Their hearts beat erratically, minds shattered, but they sprint, climb rail cars, and follow lantern light like starving wolves. Most were miners and settlers. Now they roam in packs, reckless and numerous. But the plague mutates. Fallen marshals still shoot. Rail workers still swing tools. And in Tesla's lightning-charred bunker, infected scientists crowd stairwells in chaos and shadow. Lightning flickers, screams echo. A single shot can summon hell. Rest too long in a depot, and they pour from corners like rats. Your train isn't just transport, it's life. It's base, refuge, and escape. But infected don't care. They scale ladders, charge the ramps, even eat livestock if left unguarded. Steam whistles and rifle cracks draw them miles away. And some infected, bloated, burned, or fused with gear, are stronger, faster, more unpredictable than others. No stop is truly safe. No sound goes unnoticed. You live by moving, trade fast, repair faster. Always watch your flank. Because in this plague-twisted West, the dead wear guns, remember fire, and come hungry for the living. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you'd like to discuss it or suggest new ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content. See you in the next one.